like with making a bracelet in general, a good way to secure them is to actually put some glue on, like, so you'll get your little seam. Where is this seam? Hang on, here it is. So you'll have like a little seam that you sort of tie the little ends together. And a good thing to do is to actually put glue inside here to sort of secure it, like a really strong grip sort of glue. And what that does is it makes it just a little bit more durable, I guess. So like you can sort of stretch the beads and stretch the bracelet, sorry, and it'll sort of stay attached more easily. I use a really strong glue. I love it. A lot of artists and stuff use it that I've seen, and so I thought I'd buy some. It's called A6000, and what that does, it's a nice strong industrial glue. Takes a while to dry, but once it does, like, it is absolutely, oh, it's so strong, and whatever you basically glue with it, it's gonna stay together. So yeah, no, I love this stuff. If you want to get into jewellery design, beading, just crafting in general, I really recommend this stuff. I got like a tube from some craft expo, and yeah, I love it. Because resin can be a bit messy, and you really got to have a sort of idea set out before you sort of get started on your projects. This Grell one, he needs coating in general, because I haven't actually put any resin on him yet. And these ones just have little, if you really look closely, like this one here, for instance, you can actually see that oh, you can't really see it, maybe you can. Yeah, okay, this might be, you can kind of see that it hasn't been covered properly. This little bit here, it's not smooth like it should be. I'm gonna get to, and it's like that with a couple of these, like these two here, they're also like that. So I just have to fix them and put like a tiny, itty bitty bit of resin on just to fix it all up and sort of try and get it to look as smooth as I can. What I did with these Black Butler ones was, usually when people work with resin, they sort of like, they get a sticker, or they'll sort of prepare an image that they might have printed off from their printer, and like they'll like put it in the resin and sort of do it in the resin, but I sort of did it back to front. I'm just trying it out. I wanted to see what it looked like. And so what I did was I actually created the background first, and I created the background first, and then I went and prepared an image, and so I got the images that I liked, and I prepared them and printed them out and put them on, and I sort of stuck them down. But anyway, it didn't come out heaps smooth. I was just playing around, you know. And but it did work, so but it's not without its flaws, unfortunately. You just got to experiment sometimes with this kind of stuff. And like I said, resin takes a lot of planning, and so I actually went and made this thing. It's sort of to help me when I do get started on my design, on the coating of these. I was trying to work out how I can make them, you know, dangle without leaking everywhere, because it's just messy. If you're not careful, it'll go absolutely everywhere, and you'll get it on your fingers, and it'll form part, like you put it down like this, and it can run off the sides once you apply the resin. You can like go on here and just goes all around here. You can get those puddles, which is why I use duct tape. Duct tape's really good, because when you do pour the resin onto your piece, or It'll only be little instances here because I'm just trying to, you know, fix mistakes. But in a normal instance, somebody would like pour the resin, like dome it, and then, you know, you have to be very careful because it can be uneven. And you can get these pooling little bits on the side here. So that's why you use this duct tape, because it can actually, like, the pooling could actually go underneath this part and it can actually wreck the design. So you just do it this way, add some duct tape, looks a bit more professional. And yeah, it makes your job a hell of a lot easier. And all you have to do is just peel it off when you're done, when it's nice and dry the next day. And yeah, you can easily do the other side then, and without any of those yucky little blobby bits of resin that might end up getting stuck there. So that's why I did that. Something like this, for instance. You can, with your little charms like this, you can actually coat them in Mod Podge. I think I have to really watch a video because I actually can't remember. But I thought I saw something on about a technique when you're working with resin to seal these things. You can like use a sealant like Mod Podge before, you know, before doing the resin, like painting it with the resin, and it does something like makes it stick better or something. Anyways, I'm not going to say that's a certainty. I actually can't remember properly, so I'm going to have to reconfirm that one, and I'll get back to you. I hope you've learnt some tips that I've sort of addressed tonight. But yeah, let me know how you like this video. Have a good night.